Hi guys, it's your girl Frida and I am back with another video, and today's video is going to be about how I tore my ACL. Yes, your girl tore her ACL junior year of high school, and let's get right into the video. Okay, so how did I tear my ACL? Child, what happened? Okay, so for 4 years, I started running track. I did athletics for about 4 years. Yes, a total of 4 years. And you know, your girl was one of those girls that thought she was gonna like go to the Olympics and everything, but God was like, you thought? But okay, so I started athletics in 7th grade, and I did track, cross country, and basketball. Yes, I can't remember. Yeah, those three. And then halfway through my 8th grade, I moved, and so then I only focused on track and basketball, and I left the cross country to those that were pro at it. Yes, I had the endurance and the stamina, but your girl was not trying to run miles. It's not happening, no baby. And so getting to how I tore my ACL. So before then, in 10th grade, yes, 10th grade, I was about done with athletics as a whole. Yes, the individual sports I really loved, but the people in athletics made it not fun anymore. If you're an athlete and you can really relate to me, hey, go comment down in the comment section, because I feel you, sis. I feel you. And so I just was done with athletics. I just couldn't. So going into 11th grade year, I pulled myself out. I didn't register I didn't put athletics on my schedule. I was in all regular classes. And y'all, if you're in high school and you have no athletic obligation, your grades should be sparkling, because my grades were. I'm just saying, you have all the time to do. You actually have the time to do your assignments, understand what you're doing in the classes, have time to study for your exams actually. So y'all's grades should be sparkling. But aside from that, so I was in all I was in all classes. And so going into in my junior year, so of course, okay, so first semester goes by, and your girl is was struggling because I had Spanish 8th period, and 8th period was athletic period, and I did not like Spanish, y'all. Spanish was so hard for me in high school. I did not like it at all. So going to Spanish 8th period was just so hard and so just draining. But so one day well, okay, before I get to that part, so come fall semester, they were doing basketball. They said, Frida, are you sure you don't want to play basketball? I said, I'm sure. I don't want to deal with y'all. I'm sure. I'm very sure. I don't want to play basketball. I don't want to play basketball. Leave me out to that one, because that one is not for me. That one's not for me. So then, y'all, spring season comes around, and it's track. Track is my favorite sport, y'all. If y'all don't know by now, track is my favorite sport. And so then the athletic coach, athletic coach for track was recruiting, and he heard your girl was fast. I don't know who told him that's lie. I don't know, because I'm not fast. But so then, you know how people just be sweet talking you, and then you end up doing the team. So he sweet talked me. Well, even myself, I didn't want to completely quit. And so he didn't completely like sweet talk me, but I sweet talked myself into it. And of course, my parents were not having it. They were like, you should not go back. You should not do this. You should not. I was like, but I want to. And you know, as stubborn as I am, I did it. I said, okay, let me sign up. So after practices, after school, after my 8th period Spanish, I'll quickly go change and then go to the track and be practicing. So then, even before, like when we'll be practicing, y'all, like, okay, before I even quit, I had some knee issues. So like, and they didn't fully get taken care of, and I was just kind of like going about my day, and it was fine as long as I iced it and did the regular routine. I was fine. But then when we would run, I like kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like skipped, or I don't know how to explain it, but my knees were of course not acting right, and the coach was like, yeah, you should probably go to an athletic trainer, and they were like, yeah, you're fine, just ice it, do this, do that. I was like, okay, fine, I'll just ice and continue about my day. So y'all, the day before the very first track meet, I still remember it. It was spring, either, I don't remember the exact dates, but it was the day before the first track meet. And what happened that day? So I was going to 7th period because we had 8 class periods. I know, 8 class periods. Oh, don't even get me started on that one. It's okay. But we had 7. Yeah, I was going to 7th period, and there was this girl. I think she was doing tennis, and she tore her ACL during tennis, or she was doing softball or something. She was doing something. She was playing a certain sport, and she tore her ACL, and she had knee surgery and everything, the whole shebang, and she was healing and everything like that. And I think at that time she was back to normal and everything like that. So she was in front of me. We were walking to, because we had to go to the CTE building for our 7th period, and during that period, it's not inside the main building, you had to walk outside. And so we were walking outside, and she was in front of me, and something just drew me to her knee, y'all. It just drew me to her knee, and I was just looking at her knee. I didn't know why. That should have been my first indication, but I said, it's okay, it's okay. But that should have been my first indication. God was telling me something. And so I did not, I wasn't paying attention to, I just kind of ignored it. So I was focused on her knee. I was like, how did she tear her ACL? This and that, that's in this. So we went to 7th period, and we came back. I went to 8th period Spanish. And I'll say Spanish a lot, Spanish, because I didn't like Spanish. But then I'll go to Spanish, and after Spanish I changed as normal routine. Of course I changed, and then I went to the track. And so of course the athletic girls that were in the period were already practicing because they were in the period. And so I joined, and my best friend, she hey Dominique, I love you. I love you. Okay, but she was helping me, what is it, I don't even know if she remembers the story, but I don't know, but but she was helping me warm up. And during the warm up, I was landing really hard, and she kept telling me, Frida, stop landing hard, you're going to hurt yourself. Second indication, no, y'all, second warning. I was like, and then I told her, I don't know how to land softly. Like, today it's just not happening. Like, I don't know, I'm trying, but it's not happening. It's not happening. And so y'all, I'm showing y'all my true character, shy. But I was like, it's just not happening. Like, bro, I cannot land soft. It's not happening today. So then I kept, after the warm-up, then I had to do my run-throughs. And one of my favorite events in track is triple jump. People don't know this. Okay, so before I finish the story, I loved track, and the events that I sucked at. Yes, let's start with the events I sucked at. I sucked at single races. Your girl was never good at single races to save her life. Like, it just was not happening. 200, missed me with that. 100, missed me with that. 400 alone. Damn, that one missed me with that. Hey, okay, but I did relays. The sports that I did relays, but the thing about relays is that you're working as a team, so it's easier. And like, it's not as an individual race where you're competing individually. As a team, you can like help your team. Like, I don't know how to, because I used to run third leg, and then I moved to first leg, and I love first leg because you're starting off, and so it's kind of like You're starting up. So I know how to run a relay as like a 200 race, as a 100 race, but an individual race, you can miss me with that. And my favorite event is a triple jump and long jump. No, I didn't like long jump like that because I didn't do good in long jump. Yeah, but I still did it anyway. I was faithful. Faithful. But triple jump was my absolute favorite. Even though I wasn't as good, it was my favorite. So going back to what happened after Dominique helped me with the run-throughs, then I had to do my run-through, and we're doing triple jump practice. My favorite one, of course, it had to happen on my favorite one, right? Oh, it's okay. So I was what was I doing, y'all? So we had our run-through. I had my run through, got my mark and everything, and so a couple of girls that already had their mark were already practicing and jumping and everything. And so with triple jump, if you don't know what triple jump is, y'all can Google it real quick. It's just like you do these two cute little steps, or maybe 3, I don't remember, it's been a minute, but you do these cute little steps and then you jump into the sand. And so it came my turn to do my actual like practice, and I couldn't, like, I ran and I did the little cute steps and I couldn't like land. It was hard, like I couldn't land. Third indication, y'all. I couldn't land. And then a couple of girls went after me, and then it was my turn again. And so then I was like, this time I have to run. But the thing was that, like, I was trying to impress the coaches instead of focusing on what I could do as a person. And so I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I just wanted to push myself to get there so that I can show them that I can do this and this and that. I should have just listened to my body, because my body was telling me something, and also God was warning me about what was about to happen. And so I'm gonna try not to cry, but I'm gonna cry. I promise I won't cry. So then what happened, y'all? What happened? So on that second practice, I did my I did my run. I ran, did the cute little steps, and then I tried to land. I landed all right, and then my body went one way and my knee went the other. And I was crying. Like, I heard a snap or something, and I was just crying in the sand. I was like, ow. I still remember the image so vividly. It's crazy. I was in the sand and I was bawling in tears. And so then my best friend came and she got me out of the sand, and she was holding me. And people thought it was my ankle with the way I landed, but it was my knee. And so then the athletic coaches, they came, and the athletic trainers, they came and they took me in their cute little truck, and they took me up to their office, and the main athletic trainer was pulling my knee, and she was doing the knee stuff to see if I messed up, if there was a dislocation in the knee or something, if there was something in the knee. And of course I tore something, or I messed up something, but she couldn't really tell because she could only do the little stuff. But she was like, yeah, you probably either messed up your meniscus, or you tore your ACL or MCL, or whatever kind of ligament is in the knee. And so after she was done with that, she iced me up and everything. She was like, do you want to call your parents? I was like, oh, heck no, because I knew the reaction of my parents, and of course it was the reaction I expected. My dad was livid because he told me, even before me wanting to go back, he told me not to go back, but I didn't listen to him, and I still went back. And y'all, listen to your parents. So listen to your parents. I don't know if they'll ever watch this video because I didn't tell them about my channel, but if they ever watch this, Dad, I love you, and sorry for not listening. Mom, I love you, sorry for not listening. But yeah, so he was very mad. He was livid. He went off on me. Of course, I took it like a G. Of course, you gotta take. Your parents are yelling at you. You have to sit there and take it like that. It's okay when you know you're around. You just take it like that. Okay, so sorry guys, this thing cut off on me. But yeah, so I took it like a G when my dad was going off of me. And then so a few days later, I went to the doctor, the physician, or whatever, the orthopedics or whatever they do, that person's name. Yeah, so I went to him, and he told me to go to get an MRI. I got an MRI, and then I came back to him, and he was like, yeah, girl, you tore your ACL. And I was like, Jesus. I was just hoping that it would be meniscus. Oh, excuse me. I was hoping that it would be like my meniscus or something like that, but no, baby, I tore my ACL. And so then he recommended surgery, and then my dad was like, yeah, we'll think about it and we'll get back to you. And we never got back to him. African parents. But yeah, so during that process of me tearing my ACL, I went through a very deep depression state. And as you know, as an athlete, if you go through, as most athletes go through, if you have a physical injury, you kind of experience some level of depression. And that should not be a normal thing that should be said, or I am even saying, but it's just something that kind of happens when you either tear your ACL or hurt yourself doing an athletic sport. And so yes, I hurt myself and everything like that. I was upset. I was upset at myself, a little bit upset with my parents because they didn't let me have the surgery. And I was also upset at the coaches because I was trying to prove myself to them, and they even after my injury, they didn't care. They didn't come back to check up on me. They didn't care. They didn't come back to see, oh, how it's free to do it. They never did any of that. And so I was also angry at myself for trying to prove myself to people that I shouldn't even have been trying to prove myself to in the first place. I am who I am, and if you like me the way I am, you like me the way I am. If you don't, it's okay. I'm not trying to prove myself to nobody ever again. And so yeah, I was just kind of going through that. But honestly, the only person that was able to help me through all of that season was God. If not because of him, I don't know where like I would be mentally even right now, because I went into a dark place, like dark place. Why am I talking like this? I went into a dark place, and he just really helped me and pulled me through that. And so even living with it now, sometimes whenever I hurt myself, I'm like, dang, God, like, when you gonna fix this? And so it's just, I'm trusting him and I'm leaving it up to him. If he says surgery in a few years, yes, surgery. If he wants to heal it by himself, hey, that's the God I serve. I'm willing and ready. I'm right here. Fix it. So yeah, so God really helped me through that season. Even my parents, my family, my sisters, my siblings, nobody knew what happened. Like they didn't know. They knew what happened, but they didn't know that I was going through depression and anxiety and all of that stuff. But God really helped me through, and I can say like I'm free from that. Like that's not my portion in Jesus' name. For not here, not here. I'm a daughter of God. But yeah, so God really helped me through that season. And so that's a part of my story that I wanted to share with you all, and I hope this blesses you, and that to any athlete or to anyone dealing with any physical injury or any physical just any physical thing that you're struggling with or anything like that, I would say trust God. Because when you move that focus from how I can overcome this to moving it to, oh, my God can help me through this. He shift the focus from, oh, me to how he can do it for you. Move that focus to him. Move it to him and him alone. He's the okay guys, so you see yourself over time when you move that focus from you and what you're going through to him. You see that he will make you whole, he will heal you, and you not see yourself dealing with that depression anymore, dealing with that anxiety anymore. And then your testimony, and then that births your testimony. And so you see that the situation that you used to deal with has now become a testimony in him and through him, and it's glorifying him and his kingdom. And so I thank you guys for watching. I hope this blesses you, and I hope you will continue to watch watch my videos and like, comment, share, and subscribe, even though it's long, and turn on your post notification bell so that you can get notified every single time I post a video. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later. Bye guys.